Hello, everybody, and welcome to round 3 of this season's Fuel Premier Series. My name is Matt Owens. I'm going to be your commentator and producer this evening. It is a beautiful 66-degree day here in Dover, Delaware, where we are going to have 125 laps of action in store for you guys. Give me 1 second here. For some reason, the audio isn't coming through. You know what? Hold on. I think it might be... It's done. It did this to me last week. The iRacing did. So give me 1 second here. And we're going to have to... Unfortunately, the UI is going to have to come up here real quick. Sorry. Yep, it did it again. Interesting. Let's see if we can hear anything now. There we go. We got it now. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Go ahead and hide that UI there. All right. Let's run. Hello, everybody. Welcome to round 3 of this season's Fuel Premier Series from Dover, Delaware. It's a beautiful 66-degree day here in Dover. Got 125 laps for you tonight. Green flag's going to be right around 3 p.m. in Sim. And no threat of weather of any kind here today, so we're looking pretty good here. This track is sure to be challenging for the ladies and gentlemen out here. Dover always is a handful. Gotta love that. There's always got to be some kind of sound issue. Anyway, so yes, restarts are still going to be all single file. Whoa, we got a bunch of people up in the sky there. That was quite interesting there with the graphics. Anyway, restarts are going to be all single file tonight. Lap cars will be in the back. Still mitigating that weird bug. We're not sure if it's 100% fixed or not. 2 extra sets of tires and 75% fuel this evening. So we should have some good strategies going on with the tires, especially if we get a few yellows. And I've seen that right there happen 7 or 8 times just from spectating these guys. So I would say turn 4 is going to be treacherous tonight. The exit at turn 4 specifically. But while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and go through the points for this evening. Your championship leader at the moment with a total of 355 points is this gentleman right here in the 08. That's Christian Kendall coming out onto the track to start his 30th practice lap here. But yeah, that 08 is in front of the field right now when it comes to leading, the points. Second, right behind him, is Week 1's winner from Daytona, Ryan Kish, 329 points, so 26 points back. The big difference for Christian is all the bonus points he's been able to get. He's brought home 25, 10 more than anybody else this season. Chad Simpson is sitting in 3rd place. This number 42 car, he's in 3rd, 304 total points, so 25 points behind Ryan Kish. Ryzen Baker's number 77 right here is in 4th in the points currently with 292, 10 bonus points, 12 behind Chad Simpson. And then to round out our top 5, we have last week's winner from Las Vegas, Lyle Swearingen here in the number 68. With a total of 289 points and 10 bonus points. I'm working on getting a graphic for you guys so you don't have to visualize everything I just said. I thought I had one. ready to go. And, well, the version of it I got didn't have any editable text boxes. So on me for not double checking that. But I'll have a graphic ready for you guys next week for the points. I am going to take just a quick second here to try and get the grandstands correct. I don't know why there's people floating in the sky there in turns 3 and 4, but I don't really want to look at that the whole race, and I'm sure you guys don't either. So give me just a second. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll come back with a couple of extra things when it comes to the points here in just a second. All right, guys, we're back. Had to edit that just for a second. That was going to bug me. Oh, man, as we see another person absolutely killing themselves in the inside wall in the front straightaway there. I believe that was number 58 of Noah Hogard. Yeah, so just another quick refresher. This year's point standings, or this season's point standings, we're using the Winston Cup formula. It is slightly modified for just a couple extra bonus points. And just to make the points a little tighter, as even Christian Kendall back there having some trouble with turn 4. So yes, the bonus points are as follows. They're 5 points for each and every one of these. So 5 for leading a lap, 5 for leading the most, 5 for the fastest lap of the race, 5 for pole, and 5 for hard charger. So whoever picks up the most spots throughout the day from their starting position. And I gotta say, Christian, I like all the edits you've been making on the Sleep Token car throughout the season. Gotta say. Oh, Ryzen Baker eating the inside wall there in turns 3 and 4. So the keys to the race, though, tonight, guys. Race the track. This is a track that's kind of like, I mean, the track itself isn't like Darlington, but you have to have the same mindset here. You're racing the track. You know, it's not about picking up that spot right in front of you at all times, you know, hounding the guy, trying to get around him. You really have to take care of just not overdriving the car and just race the track. Manage how the car feels and try your best to keep that optimum racing line. You want to stay out of trouble. There's going to be a lot of spins, I would say. It looks like, at least. So always be ready to be able to dodge somebody coming off of turn 4 right there. And it's very narrow. This track is very narrow, so not a lot of escape lanes to dodge a wreck. So you got to be on your toes, especially on the back straightaway. As you can see there, not a lot of space. And tires. The tires here are going to take a beating, and it is a concrete racetrack with a lot of lateral G's into the tires. So you're going to have to take care of those fronts to make sure you don't just start plummeting. All right, well, qualifying is about to get underway here. Let's see who we want to ride with. Why don't we go on board with last week's winner, Lyle Swearingen here. We'll ride on board with Lyle, so no pressure, Lyle here. I will sit back and let you guys enjoy this qualifying session. So it looks like, well, Lyle's just kind of sitting here revving his engine, so maybe, oh, there he goes. All right, we'll sit back, enjoy Lyle's attempt here at a quick 2 laps, and we'll see if we can get somebody else afterwards. That was a pretty decent first lap for Lyle. That had him at 22.8. That's got him in second at the moment. Chad Simpson and Christian Kendall are above him now at the moment. We're going to have a really strong second lap here. The tires are up to temperature. Just don't overdo it in turn 4 there. You can see all of the dust and the dirt on the track there from everybody spinning out. But awesome attempt there for Lyle with a 22.705. He's less than, well, pretty much 1/10. 0.099 off of the pole sitter, Christian Kendall, at the moment. All right, let's see if there's anybody else that we can ride along with. Ryan Kish there, just finishing up lap number 1 for him. It'll be Ryan Kish with a 22.751. That puts him in 7th place. Out of the, I think we got about 20 cars in the race tonight. A little bit less. I know a lot of people don't really love Dover because it is pretty hard. It is a very tough track. Oh, and Ryan into the wall just a little bit there. Yep, unfortunately that last lap not going to count because of that little scrape. But starting in 7th, not too bad at all. And it doesn't seem like anybody else is going to attempt a lap. We've got the 90 of William Gregory, the 57 of Sierra Cooper, the 58 of Noah Hogard, and the 16 of Jared Dixon. Looks like they are perfectly happy with just starting in the back tonight. So yeah, we got 19 cars on the track tonight. Some guys out here trying to get a little bit of extra practice. Got about 90 seconds of qualifying left. So I'm going to take my final announcer's break before we come back with the lineup for you guys. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, qualifying is wrapping up here in 3, 2, 1. So, for tonight's race, once it loads, come on. I refresh the timing screen as always, it seems like. All right, so tonight's grid, we have Christian Kendall with the pole with a 22.606. That's going to be 5 bonus points for that man. And right on his outside, last season's champion, Zach Passon, in that number 19, starting in second. Got Will Roberts in third on the inside, right behind them. The 76 of Mitchell Welker on his outside in fourth. Fifth place, Lyle Swearingen, last week's winner at Las Vegas in that number 68 car. Chad Simpson on his outside in the number 42, starting in sixth. Ryan Kish, week one's winner, starting in seventh. And on his outside, Sarah Tessum in that number 70 in eighth place. Jackson Robillard going to be on the inside in the number 98, starting in ninth. And Ryzen Baker going to be on his outside in 10th. Our in-race reporter, Zach Buchanan, who we'll hear from in just a second. Hopefully, if any of you guys are watching the broadcast, give me a couple extra laps here on the pace laps. Zach Buchanan starting in 11th. Jared Wakefield on his outside. Evan Adams on the inside behind them in 13th. Robert Kubat in 14th. 15th, Joseph Grijalva. 16th, Jared Dixon. 17th, Noah Hogard. And 18th, William Gregory. And rounding out the field, the 57 of Sierra Cooper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and pull up our in-race reporter for this week. Zach Buchanan, and that number, I think he's in the 60s, still listed as the 40, but I think he's in the 16 this season. Let's go ahead and pull him up here. Hello, Zach. How's it going? You got a copy? This is Matt in the booth.
I got a copy.
How's it going? How's the car feel tonight?
That's kind of an unknown. Qualifying was not good for me tonight, but I think I'm the only guy who did like a full fuel run in practice. I think I'm going in here with a bit more knowledge than some of the other guys.
Okay. Are you liking your chances? Are you liking the track? Are you good at Dover, or are you one of those guys that hates Dover like 90% of anybody in the service?
Well, that's the weird thing. I've been on iRacing for 10 years, and this is the NASCAR track I've raced by far the least, probably only twice ever.
Yep, that tracks. No pun intended.
It's a bit of a wild card, but I'm usually good at these kind of tracks, so we'll see. The big thing for me is going to be tire saving tonight. I'll do better than I did last week for sure.
Yeah, tires are going to be king tonight. Well, good luck, man. I'm not going to hold you up too much. If we get any yellows, I will, especially if you're around them or you see them, I'll pull you up and see what you had to, see what you think about it. So we'll check in with you through the race. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
I didn't know the pace car's got a gyro cam. That's funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Should be coming to the green flag this time. The 08 of Christian Kendall going to be in control. We'll see if he waits for the green flag or if he jumps a little bit early here in the restart zone. Looks like we are waiting for the green, and the green is out, everybody. Well, everybody in the top 10 or so gets away pretty well, but this is going to be the first test to see how everybody is going to navigate this track and the traffic that it presents. The 08 of Christian Kendall trying to get clear here. 19 of Zach Passon on his outside. Might have the momentum to challenge, but the 08 of Christian Kendall will lead lap number 1. Zach Passon going to use his momentum that he gained after turns 3 and 4 there to get past the 08. We'll have to see if this is just due to maybe Christian saving a little bit, because tires are going to be very important this evening as Will Roberts slots himself into third place right behind Christian Kendall. Ooh, looks like the ticker's not working. That's fantastic. Well, let's see if we can restart this. Sorry about that. Gotta love ATVO. Gotta love free software, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we got some people battling in the back there. Excuse all this crap. Well, here's the ticker. I'll have to type some of this stuff in a little bit. I apologize. But we are still on lap number 4. Zach Passon in the lead. Will Roberts up to second now. All right, there we go. The Monster Mile 125 presented by FRN is all set and ready to go now. Sorry about that, guys. Seems like it's always got to be something, but Zach Passon still holding on to the lead. Your pole sitter, Christian Kendall, actually dropping back a couple spots here early on. Not sure what's going on with Christian. Mitchell Welker is now getting around him and has. The 42 of Chad Simpson also trying to get around him. Yeah, Dover presents a lot of really unique challenges for these guys. Super tight. There's not a lot of room for error in your lap at all whatsoever. And man, it's fast. As you can see, these guys are flying around this track. We've got some cloud cover, it seems like, so the track should be gripping up a little bit as the concrete cools. This is our first taste of the concrete this season, so we'll see who comes out on top. The first concrete race of the season. I wonder if maybe we go to Bristol later in the season. I don't know, but I've always noticed, when I would race, the concrete is quite a bit slicker than a lot of the asphalt tracks, and man, they're hell on tires. Chad Simpson has gotten up to third place after getting around Christian Kendall and Mitchell Welker. So far, so good through the rest of the field. We've got some side-by-side action here between the 98 of Jackson Robillard and Ryzen Baker. That 98 car every week bringing a new NASCAR Thunder scheme. Sarah Tessam in a new car as well, not in that LaCroix number 70. I see GameStop on the side, but I'm not sure what's on the hood. At number 72, though, Jared Wakefield. I really like that scheme, Jared. Fantastic. I love the number font as well. Classic. Our in-race reporter, though, yep, back in the 40 car. Oh, someone with huge damage there. Oh, no, we got a crash. We have another crash with a 38 in the 16 of Jared Dixon. That is definitely going to bring out a yellow. Evan Adams, the one with the with no vision. Give me just a second. We've got two different incidents here that we need to look at. So let's go ahead and check out what happened there. All right, first let's see what happened to Evan Adams. He was the first car I noticed with any damage here. I have a feeling this is going to be off of turn 4. Oh, no, even before that, actually. Oh, man. Oh, okay. All right, Evan had some help here. So let's see. It looks like we've also got a bunch of people pitting, so we'll check back in on that in a second. But here's what happened to Evan Adams. A little bit of help from the 90 car here of William Gregory. Oh, it just gets him loose, and oh my God, absolutely destroys Evan Adams' car and his race. And then if we actually fast forward just a little bit, next time around here, looked like it was the 38 car, I believe, of Rob Kubat and Jared Dixon getting together. So let's see what happened here. Rob trying to get around Jared, but slides up just a little bit. Jared gets hooked, and then they just hook together. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but man, that, like I said, guys, that's Dover right there. You run out of room really fast here. Yeah, that 38 going to have a lot of damage. Jared Dixon right behind him also fixing some damage. Evan Adams on pit road as well. So we had Chad Simpson on pit road, a 9-second stop, maybe got some right side tires. I apologize. Sorry, Mitchell Welker, the first car off of pit road. So Mitchell here with a 6-second stop, probably just to top off on gas. Chad Simpson maybe the same, about 9 seconds, although that could be a right sides only. Jackson Robillard of the 98 also came down pit road for probably a top off of fuel. Zach Buchanan as well. We'll see. Let's see if we can get Zach up here and ask him. Well, I don't want to give away his strategy, so we'll wait. We'll wait for another yellow or so. But still over 100 laps to go, so I would not think that these guys have come down for new tires yet. Jared Wakefield also came down pit road. Jared Dixon out back on the track, not too much damage after that incident. But lights are out on the pace car. That's another reason why I didn't want to go to Zach quite yet. Will Roberts with some rubber banding, or well, yeah, he's been popping in and out tonight. I saw it earlier in practice. There's some weather on the East Coast, so don't be surprised if some guys are popping in and out throughout the night. All right, Zach Passon going to be in control here, and he's going right in the middle of the restart zone, get a pretty good jump on Will Roberts there. Yeah, just keep in mind Will's popping in and out, so I apologize. But really good jump there for Zach and Will both. Ryan Kish just a few seconds or a few tenths behind, sorry. But early contenders here for the scheme of the night, probably the 19, Zach Passon, and I would say Christian Kendall. He's been in the mix for every week so far with that really clean sleep token machine. Oh, somebody's scraping the wall, but that might not be completely accurate. Sometimes when people are lagging, the game can't really see exactly where you're at on track, so just keep that in mind. But strong restart here from these front 5 or 6 cars. Everybody keeping it pretty clean. A little bit of shuffling, but so far, when it comes to everybody that came down pit road, Chad Simpson in front of all of them, Zach Buchanan right behind, Jackson Robillard of the 98. Mitchell Welker fell back a couple spots there on the restart. Yeah, as Will continues to blink in and out. It might just be me. That 68 car of Lyle Swearingen up there running a pretty unique line, swinging it out, way out into turn 3 there to get a really nice launch. And it has him all over the rear bumper of the number 2 car. Trying to do the same thing here in turns 1 and 2. See, for me, that is actually my preferred way to drive Dover. It's not possible in every car or configuration you have. It's not always the fastest, but it seems like it's working so far with for Lyle as he's battling Will Roberts here, trying to get around him to go and challenge the leader, Zach Passon. Here in just a few minutes, already approaching just about 100 to go. The 68 there of Lyle Swearingen not able to get the pass done on the 2 car of Roberts. Zach Passon liking what he sees in his rearview mirror, though. He wants to see these guys battling. Try to tear their tires up and allow him to save some. Got a nice battle here between the 22 of Joseph Grijalva and the 77 of Ryzen Baker. Sarah Tessum in the mix as well in that number 70. Ah, yes, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. That's what I thought it was, yes. It's that, I was going to say, that's obviously a classic. I love the, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm already awarding it. Sarah Tessum, number 70 car, Scheme of the Night. Sorry to everybody else. That's really topical as well as the remaster is about to come out for Pro Skater 3 and 4. So I love that. Fantastic. Yeah, Scheme of the Night. There you go, Sarah. For sure, had to. Very topical. Great game. Great scheme. But I know that's not what this guy's after. He doesn't care about Scheme of the Night. Plus, he's got 4 or 5 cars in the field that he's painted anyway. So, Christian Kendall probably with another runner-up for Scheme of the Night in that Sleep Token machine. I'm a little partial to it, I gotta say. So Will Roberts has fallen back to third here, right behind Lyle Swearingen. The 52 of Ryan Kish right behind him, trying to get around him. Week 1's winner and winner of Scheme of the Night for Week 1 as well. Love that Cheez-It scheme. Check in on our current in-race reporter, see where he's at, sitting in 12th, right behind the 90 of William Gregory and the 98 of Jackson Robillard. Say, Zach trying to get a handle on this car. Had a really great season last time out, I guess, last season. In the ARCA cars, really enjoyed those. This number 19 of Zach Passon is starting to pull away from the 68. It's got a solid half-second gap at the moment. Chad Simpson been able to make up some ground after his pit stop. Ooh, Sarah Tessum into the wall just a little bit. Yeah, we're nearing, so we're at lap 30, so we're under 100 to go, but a lot of these leaders now going to start feeling that tire wear that we were talking about. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. We'll see how these guys are able to handle it. So Jackson Robillard in the 98 and the 40 is Zach Buchanan, battling it out a little bit for 11th place. 10th place, sorry. I apologize. Zach Buchanan moving up to 10th place. Ooh, gets a little bit loose there on the exit of turn. I think that was turn 2. Yep. Yeah, these cars are starting to slide now. But also, don't look now. Our leader coming up on a lap car, and Lyle Swearingen right on his rear bumper. Was half a second back, maybe 3 laps ago, and he's right on him now. As Sierra Cooper just trying to stay out of the way. You can always respect that. It's harder than it looks, folks. It is. It really is. Trust me, I've been there. Looking like maybe Zach was just trying to give the 57 a wide berth just to make sure that we didn't have any issues. He's starting to pull back away from Lyle. Got a quarter of a second gap now back to Lyle Swearingen in that 68 car. Will Roberts still hold on to third. Looks like his connection is stabilized. Haven't seen him blink for a while. Zach Buchanan moving up still. Oh, Sarah Tessum. Oh, we got a little bit of trouble here between the 70 of Sarah Tessum and the 98 car. Not sure why the yellow still isn't out. Was the 98 car Jackson Robillard going to tow his car? Now the yellow is out. All right. So let's check out what happened real quick there. Oh yes. Oh yeah. This is gonna be a bad. This is a tough one. Right on the exit of turn 4 here. Oh, the 57 trying to stay out of the way. Zach Buchanan, though, gets into the rear end of Sarah Tessum. And because, I mean, I'm sure Zach had no idea of the pace difference there in that 57 car. That is really unfortunate. Well, since he was involved, at least slightly, let's go ahead and get a hold of Zach here. And after he gets out of his pit stop, we'll just ask him what he saw there, or if he saw anything, because that came out of nowhere, I'm sure, from his perspective. I'm sure he also knows he's about to get called up here, so we'll let him get off of pit road, and then we'll bring him on into the booth. But unfortunate, bad luck there for the 70 of Sarah Tessum, just in the wrong place at the wrong time, something that unfortunately has plagued her time here in Fuel. All right, well, now that Zach has pulled off pit road, let's go ahead and bring him back up into the booth real quick and just ask what happened from his point of view there. Hello, Zach. It's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So that was an interesting turn of events there. What exactly did you see from your perspective coming onto the front straightaway there?
I saw a bit of shuffling, and Sarah slowed down to avoid what was ever happening in front of her, and I opted to dodge and try to slow down, but I kind of clipped her and just made things worse, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a lap car, the 57 of Sierra Cooper, trying to stay out of the way there. I could see, because you were already close enough there to the 70 of Sarah. I'm not sure that you could even see what was happening there. So that just looked like just an unfortunate chain of events there, to me.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happening way too fast.
Yeah, that's Dover. A lot of stuff happens very fast, and not a lot of places to go to escape. So, but looks like the 40, it doesn't look too damaged. Doesn't look like you got really much damage on the front of the car, so you were able to escape the incident without much problem for you. But
I think I got away with it. No repairs in the pits from what I could tell, so I think I got a little lucky.
Nice. Are we at 1 to go here? Or do we?
We're coming to the green here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, then I'll go ahead and put you back up there, Zach. All right. Good luck, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Just unfortunate. It's just an unfortunate, turn of events there. Oh God. What are we doing? There we go. All right. Ryan Kish, your leader, looks like he took 2 tires. He's going to be in control here, and he will launch a little bit later than Zach did on Zach Passon on the last restart. But pretty good launch for Ryan. Everybody in the top 5 or 6 getting away pretty well. Had somebody in the wall look like the 58 of Noah Hogard maybe got a little loose on the exit of turn 2 there on cold tires. Will Roberts back to blinking in and out. The 19 of Zach Passon, though, he wants his lead back. He is right on the rear bumper of the 52. Based on the amount of time in his box, I'm going to go ahead and say that Ryan probably only took 2 tires. So you guys are going to see what a full set of tires will do for you here at Dover. Lyle Swearingen trying to make quick work of the 52 to not get held up too much. As we're already on lap number 40 of 125. So just over a quarter of the way, well, pretty much over a quarter of the way there. But this one is clicking off really fast. Once we start rolling at Dover, the laps click off. The 68 car really wants the lead, wants that bonus point for leading a lap. He is all over the 19 to Zach Passon here, trying to get to the lead. Oh, he might have the, yeah, Zach Passon not going to fight him too much here. Lyle Swearingen to the lead. And has already pulled almost a 0.3 of a second gap on the number 19. We had the 90 car there of William Gregory, looked like with front bumper damage. Not sure what happened to William. Trying to limp it around the track. Lyle Swearingen opening up we were almost up to half a second gap, actually. 0.4 of a second already on Zach Passon. Zach may be saving those tires just a little bit. Like the 57 of Sierra Cooper bringing it down pit road there. Christian Kendall working his way back up to the front of the pack after starting on the pole. We've already got quite a few cars multiple laps down, but that's Dover. Like I said, this is a tough place. They call it the Monster Mile for a reason. 2-car Will Roberts looked like peeking on the inside there of the 08. Just taking a look. But we'll go on board here with the leader, this number 68 car, so you guys can really get a feel for how freaking fast this track is. I mean, these cars feel like they're out of control at all times around Dover, Delaware. The 72 of Jared Wakefield there, pulling it down pit road. Zach Passon pulled back up behind the 68, now less than a 0.2 of a second gap between the two. The 68 of Lyle Swearingen just getting a little bit loose there in the center of the corner. But, this is shaping up to be a pretty good battle between these top 4 or 5 guys. Got a lot of really good competitive lap times out of these guys. All very, very similar. Christian Kendall falling back just a spot to Will Roberts. And he's under siege by this number 42 car of Chad Simpson as well. That's another guy I'm eventually going to have to give Chad pain of the night. He's always like in the top 3 or 4, I feel like. I love his scheme every week. Got a good fight back here for 7th place between Zach Buchanan and Mitchell Welker. These guys had a bunch of really good battles early on in the season last year in the ARCA car. Zach Buchanan able to use that momentum on the outside to stay in 7th place. Joseph Grijalva right behind him. Oh, Joseph gets really loose. Woo, on the exit of turn 4. Oh my God. I really hope Joseph has the brown pants on tonight. He definitely used them up right there. Let's go see that. That was an awesome save though, Joseph. Let's take a look at that. So yeah, right here on the exit of turn 4, has to probably lift there just a little bit to not take out Mitchell Welker. Awesome save. Wow, at full speed. Gathers it all back up just like that. Back on his way. Awesome job from that 22 car. Great save, man. Noah Hogard on the inside there, trying to navigate, being a lap car, trying to not be in anybody's way. This is one of the worst places. This Dover and Bristol. Oh, if you're slow and you're a lap car, it is so stressful trying to let the leaders pass. Zach Passon trying to work on the rear bumper of the 68 car, trying to find a way around. It's not easy to pass here at Dover, especially once you've got a few laps on the tires and everybody's strung back out. Yeah, don't look now, but that 42 car, Chad Simpson, starting to inch his way up towards these top 3 or 4. Chad tends to be strong most weeks. He's always in the picture. Always, had a really solid battle last week with the 08 of Christian Kendall. I think they were battling for second. Did not come out on top in terms of second place. Finished in third, right behind Christian Kendall. But awesome battle between the front 3 cars all night last week. Now we've got a few laps in. We're actually approaching halfway. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and give you guys a turn it up here. Let me take a little bit of a sip of water, and I'll let you guys enjoy some vroom vrooms. Got a really good battle here for 6th place between the 08 and 76. Seems as though Christian Kendall just starting to struggle just a little bit on the old tires. We are approaching lap number 69 this time by. But lap number 68 will be led by the number 68. Zach Passon not giving Lyle much time or space to think about anything. Then within 0.2 of a second, that entire turn it up. It seems like we're starting to cars are starting to pair up for battles. So we've got the battle for the lead here, and then we've got the battle for third. Zach Buchanan kind of pulling away. And then you've got the battle. Well, this is actually not a battle for position. The 72 car of Jared Wakefield there. 6 laps down. Not sure exactly what happened to Jared. I never noticed that Jared was in any incidents or anything. But we do like to see Jared back for his season premiere. Been on the road a lot this season so far with IndyCar, so we totally understand Jared, and thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, Christian Kendall not having the night that he's wanted, I'm sure. I probably jinxed him by telling him to join the Discord tonight if he wins so I could interview him after he got the pole. So that's on me, announcer's jinx. But normally it's because Christian doesn't hang out in the Discord, so I can't interview him. So I wanted to let him know that that's what we do, just in case. Ryza Baker back here. Let's go ahead and get a nice little through the field, since we're pretty much already doing that. Our 5th place starter here, Lyle Swearingen, leading, and has been leading for a while. Sorry for the voice crack. Currently in the lead. Pretty solid. Nice race for Jared so far. That 19 car, Zach Passon, right behind him, had a good amount of laps led as well. Started in second, took the lead on lap number 2 or 3 from the pole sitter Christian Kendall, and has been up front in the top 2 the whole race. Currently, our 3rd place driver is Chad Simpson in this number 42 car. I told you guys to keep your eyes on Chad. He is charging up through the field, started in 6th. But our biggest mover, at least in the top 5 right now, Zach Buchanan. He's flying right now. Zach has figured something out. Started in 11th, he's up to 4th. Awesome job, man. Will Roberts here, started in 3rd, only back to 5th. Still a really solid night for Will. Will loves him some Dover. Mitchell Welker. Ooh, right behind Will Roberts, trying to take away that position, but he started in 4th. He's currently in 6th. Still a really good, solid night for Mitchell as well. Ooh, Jared eats the wall a little bit. Christian Kendall, our pole sitter, sliding back to 7th at the moment. About 3 seconds off of the lead. Ryzen Baker started in 10th. He's up to 8th. Another good, solid night for Ryzen. Joseph Grijalva had an amazing save. Hasn't been able to pull back any positions since then because of how much time he lost. But still a great save there. And to round out our top 10 real quick, and this is actually the last driver on the lead lap, Jared Dixon here, in 10th place. That gamble that Ryan Kish had, either he is in the middle of pitting right now, or it just did not work out for him. The number 52 car, let's see. The number 52 Cheez-Its machine going 2 laps down in the middle of a 4 lap, in the middle of green flag stops. So Ryan Kish actually pulling some strategy here, maybe. I don't know. He probably lost so much time because of that strategy call that he's just said, you know what, screw it, can't lose anything else. And I totally get it. But, man, Zach Buchanan absolutely flying right now, up to 3rd, only a second back of the leaders. A huge charge. Where did, yeah, started in 11th. Man, 11th to 3rd right now. After that unfortunate incident about 40 laps ago, the first caution, well, the second caution for cause. But this 68 car still holding strong. Got to the lead and has not surrendered it yet. We got 45 laps to go this time by, so only about a third of the race remaining. That 52 car looks like he has chosen, or Ryan Kish, to take his first. Oh, Will Roberts also in the pit lane for some tires. So here we go. We got some strategy playing out now. So things are about to get interesting. Waiting for Will to pull it off pit road here. As we have it, we got another car in the pit lane. Who was that? Couldn't exactly tell who that was. All right, not sure what's happening with Will here. Okay, all right, love to see it. Not really. Well, rest in peace to Will's race. Not sure what happened there to Will, but he's already 3 laps down. And it's about to be 4. So I think Will's race is over. But man, these two... No, there's Will. Going off a pit lane. Maybe he had some damage he needed to repair and just went ahead and fixed it under green. But he should pull away from these guys. You guys are going to see. Let's ride with Will here. He's got fresh tires. We're going to see the gap that Will's able to pull out here after a lap or two. Watch this. The difference in speed from these tires. We'll ride along with Will here for just a second, just so you guys can really see the difference. You know, it actually might even be better from this angle, so you guys can really see how much further along he is down the track. So you can just see the 68 there, right as Will's entering the corner. About halfway through, the 68's off the screen. But Will ran a 22.8 last time by. That's his. No, that what? That doesn't make. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, he just the lap times are a little delayed. All right, so Will just ran his fastest lap of a 22.6. Lyle Swearingen, the leader, the 24.1. That's the difference that tires will make. You can't even see the 68 car. Look at that. Look how far back he is. So Will trying to make something work. I'm not sure exactly what happened to Will or why he was on pit road for 3 laps. He must have had damage that he figured he would go ahead and fix. That's the only thing that I can think of. But the 68 car is starting to pull out again to a much bigger lead than what he's had this whole run. But Zach Buchanan challenging for second place here. I think my interview obviously has inspired him to just pick up the pace and try to win the race. Lap number 89, so we're getting close to lap number 90 already. This race has absolutely flown by. Christian Kendall here about 4.5 seconds now off of the leader. But yeah, that's the difference in Dover. You can run 1 or 2 really fast laps. That's kind of like me at Dover. I can run a fast lap. But then after about 7 or 8, I'm done. So, yeah. Totally understand what Christian is going through tonight. Man, these top 3 or 4 guys have pulled away so far. Just completed lap number 90, so we've got 35 to go. 35 to go this time by. I'm going to see and wait and see how long these guys are willing to push this. So Jared Dixon just got around the 22 of Joseph Grijalva, who is bringing her down pit road for his pit stop. He will definitely go at least 1 lap down. Christian Kendall also bringing her down pit road for his pit stop. Yeah, we've got multiple takers. Our leader is in. Our leader is in. You go, our leader there in that 68 car. And the number 42 of Chad Simpson. Mitchell Welker to the lead. We've got multiple people down pit road right now trying to pit, and this is when the strategy is going to play out. We'll see who has been good on pit road and who wasn't. Mitchell Welker and Zach passing in. Whoa, there's a tire flying around. That was weird. I'm not sure whose that was. Ryzen Baker also in. Jared Dixon back out on the track. Will take over the lead here. The 42 car of Chad Simpson off pit road. Lyle Swearingen with a really, really good stop out way before the 42 car. Zach Buchanan and the 68 right neck and neck there. Both had a very good stop. We got a 14.2 from Lyle and Zach with a 14.4. So there is a 0.2 of a second difference there. Yeah, Jared Dixon with 59 laps on these tires. So he is going to be struggling. As you can see there, he's bringing it down pit road. He was the last car in the lead lap, so he wasn't all that concerned with the fastest pit road entry. Just wants to have a nice, smooth... Oh, is the 77 of Ryzen Baker back down pit road. I wonder if that's due to a too fast entering penalty or something similar. And Lyle Swearingen back into the lead. That 40 car is Zach Buchanan, though, right behind him. Mitchell Welker, Chad Simpson, and Christian Kendall to round out the top 5. Zach Passon, though, 3-lap newer tires than Christian Kendall in 5th. Will Roberts back to being only 1 lap down, currently in the lucky dog position. Well, just kidding. Now Jared Dixon is. Oh, and Will is not going to be able to get around Jared. Complete opposite side of the track. And that is a lap. That is the 22 of Joseph Grijalva going a lap down as well on just pure speed. So, yeah, these guys up in front have been no joke today. Been just on rails. Man, the 40 car, Zach Buchanan, really has figured something out. His speed since that last restart has been crazy. He's been the fastest car on the tracks, like, consistently. Yeah, the last lap faster, 0.2 faster than that 68 car. Ooh, oh, the 40 car there, and Zach Buchanan getting into the wall. Doesn't look like too much damage, though. So no harm, no foul. Hopefully he didn't bend a tire or anything like that. Didn't knock the toe out of anything. These guys are absolutely white-knuckling right now. This is for the win with 25 laps to go this time by. So we complete lap 100. We'll go through the top 5 again really quick. Lyle Swearingen, your leader, started in 5th, currently running in 1st, and has definitely led the most laps today. '40 car Zach Buchanan started in 11th. These guys are really, really going. They're really trying very hard. You can tell how loose they're getting on the exit of 4, how hard they're pushing. So these guys are they're giving it everything they have right now. Zach Buchanan currently running in 2nd, right behind the leader. Mitchell Welker just a little bit behind them, about a 2nd back in 3rd here, trying to get around these 2 lap cars. Chad Simpson about 4 seconds off the leader. Started in 6th, currently running in 4th, and Zach Passon was able to get around Christian Kendall just a couple laps ago. But Zach going to have a lot of ground to make up if he wants to challenge for the win. But this guy right here, this guy, putting the pressure on the 68 car, trying to knock the wall down to give himself some more room. I just cracked my knuckle on my desk. Sorry. Oh, the 38 of Robert Kubat there, getting loose, right, or getting almost wrecked right in front of the leaders. I know he's just trying to stay the hell out of the way now. Oh, that's one of the worst spots to get a lap car on the exit of turn 4. The exit is already so slick and so treacherous. It's one of the hardest exits in the entire NASCAR circuit, I would say, especially on an oval. But this time by, 20 to go. Zach Buchanan running out of time. He doesn't want to push the car too much more. He's going to start really overheating the tires. He has a lap car of the 77 of Ryzen Baker trying to get around him, who's 4 laps down. A lot of poise from this 68, Lyle Swearingen. Really poised tonight. He's had a lot of challenging. Like the 19 was all over him for 25, 30 laps, and he held it strong. The 40 has been challenging the last 10 to 15, right off of pit road. He's not sweating it at all. Mitchell Welker, though, in the picture now, all 3 of these guys under a blanket. We are shaping up to have a really good finish here between these 3 gentlemen. A pretty even smattering of lap cars all around the track as well. So those could be a factor. 58 of Noah Hogard just going to try to stay out of the way here. Be predictable. There you go. That's what we like to see. Let the leaders by, no problem. You know, Noah, strong run tonight, though. Kept it out of, kept it clean. He had, the 68 car, Lyle Swearingen there, almost losing it on the exit. The 40 car getting a shot from the 76. That might actually give Mitchell Welker a chance to try to make the move here on Zach Buchanan. He's going to be able to do it pretty easily in one corner. Is able to get it done. Masterful move there from the 76 of Mitch Welker. Just to give the 40 a little bit of a shot into turn 1 there to send him up the track. Doesn't wreck him. Gives him plenty of time to get around him. Man, these guys are hauling the mail. Identical lap times last time from Lyle Swearingen and Mitchell Welker, respectively. Fastest car on the track last lap was that 19 of Zach Passon. He wants a yellow to try to catch up to these guys. Currently 3.2 seconds back. He's going to need an act of God to be able to catch these guys, especially with 4 or 5 lappers in the way. Will Roberts under siege to go another lap down here and lose. Well, he's not in position for the lucky dog anymore. We'll see how much trouble Will gives him. Looks like Will's going to let them pass here as well. Yeah, the 76 of Mitchell Welker did not want Will to be right there on that exit. But he didn't lose too much time, 2/10 back. Still more than 15 to go, or still more than 10 to go, so he's got plenty of time. Yeah, 40 car, Zach Buchanan, I think, used up his right front trying to get around the 68. And it started to drop back just a little bit, half a second behind now. But he's under no real threat. 3 seconds back is Zach Passon in the 19. Good rebound from Ryan Kish after that off strategy call, though, in 7th back here. 19 seconds off, though, so he's only 3 seconds ahead of the leaders. So he could also be in danger of going a lap down. But he was able to get it back under that pit cycle. And he does have the oldest tires currently on track. So he is going to be slower than the leaders for sure. But Mitchell Welker still not going away. 1/10 back. Oh, Mitchell wants that lead. He wants it bad. He is that close, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I love this nose cam. It gives you a really good idea of how close these guys are. I think Mitchell. Oh, Mitch is gonna. Oh my, yeah. Mitch is trying right here. He's making his move. Mitchell in position. The 68 car of Lyle Swearingen going to try to go high and diamond the corner. Oh, to have a little bit of momentum on the 76 with a crossover there from the 68. Awesome move. I don't know if there was any contact, but the 76 of Mitchell Welker did get loose. But this is what Zach Buchanan wants to see. He wants these guys side by side. 76 of Mitchell Welker going to have the momentum to stay in front. Now the 68 car has got to worry about that 40 right behind him. As this time by, 6 to go, lap 120 of 25. These guys are giving everything. They are struggling on these tires right now. 72 of Jared Wakefield just getting the heck out of the way. He says, I don't want any part of this. 76 of Mitchell Welker starting to pull away now from the 68. 5 to go, lap 121 of 25. 125. Ooh, Lyle Swearingen there with a good corner. Is he able to get an exit here to try to close up on the 60 or the 76? That 77 of Ryzen Baker keeps throwing me off. I'm like, wow, he's coming out of nowhere. 4 to go. 4 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the 68 tried to get the 76 loose in the middle of the corner there. Oh my God, awesome racing from these guys. Zach Buchanan now under the 68. The 76 of Mitchell Welker's got to defend high and low. The 40 going to try to squeeze himself in. This is what Mitch wants to see. He needs that 40 and the 68 battling with 3 to go. Oh, you could throw a blanket over these guys with just 3 to go, and Ryzen Baker's got the best seat in the house. 68 car there going high to try to diamond the corner and get some momentum. The 40 of Zach Buchanan going to force his way in front of the 68. 2 to go. '76 of Mitchell Welker about halfway back here, coming to the white flag this time by 0.3 of a second lead. Zach Buchanan back into second in front of the 68 car. I think that's all the 68 wrote. The white flag is out for Mitchell Welker in the 76. I think those front tires on the 68 car are gone. But this is all about the 76 of Mitchell Welker. Just needs 2 more clean exits. Gets through turn 3 really well, and he is going to do it here. He's going to bring on the checkered flag, the Monster Mile 125. Congratulations to Mitchell Welker. What a race. Oh, those last 10 to 15 were awesome. These guys were beating and banging and didn't wreck. I love to see it. That was fantastic. 40 is Zach Buchanan showing some love to the 76. Great job there from Mitchell Welker. Charged through the field in that last run. Wow. What a finish. That was fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I love me some Dover.